Wartburg.
As the Oneida High School Marching Band plays our national anthem, and before that, the Oneida Alma Mater. Mel Akers is here now with our starting lineups for Wartburg.
For Wartburg, starting at quarterback will be Jason Stewart. Running backs are Marty Cox and Tim Hamby. Splitting in, Nathan Burgess, Chad Arms, and Britton Griffith are the other receivers. The line is at center, Jason Lamance. The tackles and guards are number 61, Josh Lowe, number 64, Todd Conley, number 74, Kevin Hewman, and number 77, Chris Chandler. They also switch out on defense, along with number 60, Josh Lowe, number 45, Jeff Putz, number 8, Joe Susak, and number 4, Mark Goodwin.
Dan, do you have the starting lineup for the Oneida Indians?
At quarterback, we'll have number 23, Jason Pike. One of the running backs will be number 40, Cully Phillips. The tailback will be Phil Meredith, number 21. And the wide receivers will be 86, Pete Shoemaker. And I believe the other will be number 25, Josh Thompson. Then we'll have a tight end will be Daniel King. And on the offensive line, we'll have Matt Owens at center. And they usually rotate. We don't know. I'm not for sure who they're going to have starting on the offensive line. They usually rotate many ends.
Okay, now the Oneida Indians are getting set to come storming on the field. A great tradition here at Oneida. As I'm not sure if we got a shot yet or not, but a lot of the Oneida Indian fans out on the field. As the Oneida Indians are now set to start today's game. This is the first game in Region 2 AA as they take on the Wartburg Bulldogs.
Yeah, you know, last week Oneida showed excellent versatility and depth at running back. Phil Meredith had like 52 yards on 4 carries. Cully Phillips rushed for 39 on 6 carries. Garrett was given the ball 3 times, got 26 yards. Rosman and Lowe each carried 4 times for 19 and 22 yards respectively. I add to those statistics the fact that Pike completed 7 of 8 passes for over 180 yards and no interceptions, by the way. And you begin to see that this is a team that's capable of throwing a well-balanced attack at a team. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any stats from Wartburg's game with Cofield last week other than the score. Cofield won 28-20 over the Bulldogs. But we do know that they've got some really good weapons. Chad Arms is a 3-year starter at fullback. He weighs in at 6'1". He's 6'1", weighs in at 200 pounds. They've also got Jeff Putz as backup fullback, who comes in mostly a special teams player, though. Halfbacks are sophomores Tim Hamby and Marty Cox. Hamby was Morgan County Freshman of the Year last year. Cox was the team's leading rusher with 694 yards. Quarterback's Jason Stewart. Oneida's 1-0. Last week they won against Taft Youth Center 47-0. They're coached by Jim May. The assistants are Jim Birchfield, Keith Henry, Jimmy May, and Phil Newport. Last time they were in the playoffs was last year in 1993. They lost in the second round to Sequatchie County. 35-0. Their playoff record is 14-13. Their best year is 1992. It's the year they were state champions. For Wartburg, they're 0-1, lost last week to 28-20 to Coalfield, as we said. Their head coach is Ronnie Trout. The assistants are Dan Shoemaker, David Stevens, and Roland Roark. The last time Wartburg was in the playoffs was in 1980. They lost in the Class A quarterfinals to Seymour, 14-0. Their playoff record is 1-1.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break right here, and we will be back with the coin toss and our kickoff to this great football game right after this.
Joe Marlowe at Lyles Wholesale Tire Centers has come by and checked out our friendly service department at our new FMC Brake Service Center with non-directional cut for smoother stopping. For you off-roaders, check out our new Super Swamper tire. We're the only authorized dealer for this baby in the county. We handle any name brand tire, and we mount and computer balance your tires at no charge. We also sell almost any make of wheel. That's Lyles Wholesale Tire Center, Highway 27 south of Oneida.
Talking about my earrings and my hair.
It's 1925,
Terry Motors has a complete line of new and used vehicles.
including the new sporty 6-speed Camaros,
In our truck line, find the loaded full-size sports truck,
the all-new 4x4s along with Blazers,
a complete line of full-size trucks,
and the ever-popular smaller trucks.
also a large selection of vans and luxury cars.
So come to where you get the best vehicles.
The best prices and financing.
Catch the deals at Terry Motor Company, Highway 27 South, Oneida.
High school football this fall right here on Scott County's very own Pride of 5. Channel 5 brings you all the home games and all the away games. Scott High and Oneida High School football starting every Monday night at 7 p.m. and through the week. Then Junior High game of the week shown at 7 p.m. Wednesday. Then Oneida and Scott High and Junior High on Sunday. We call it Scott County's Sunday football. Football, football, football. Don't miss all the action this fall, starting at 7 p.m. on Mondays for football, football, football.
Always breathing. Scissor down. Scissor up. Scissor up. Left arm down. Left arm up, arms up. Heels out. Bring it down. Bring it down. Hi, I'm Judy Sexton. I'm exercising here at Channel 5. I would like to invite you this fall to come join my aerobic classes. We'll move, we'll exercise, we'll get fit, we'll get healthy. Make me a part of your day. See the schedules on Channel 5 for aerobics this fall.
Hey, welcome back to Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. We're fixing to have our coin toss right out here in just a second. And Wartburg will be defending the South goal. And Big Malley said that they won the toss, didn't they?
Now Wartburg won the toss. They're going to defend the south goal, so I'll see the kickoff going offense first.
Kick it off for the Oneida Indians. Back deep for Wartburg. Is going out there to number 8. We don't. Taken down. Joe Susak taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tackle there by Phil Meredith.
Everybody's breaking up. Can't hear anything. I wish you get a chance to stay on the first series here, what Oneida's going to do defensively. Of course, you expect Wartburg's probably going to come out and run, try to establish a good running game. That's what they need to do tonight to win this game. They need to score fast and they need to score early and not have to play catch-up.
There's the give around the right end, and taken down immediately there, Tim Hamby on the carry. And he was tackled out there by Cully Phillips and Sean Harris for the Indians. And he lost about a yard on that play, and it'll be 2nd down and 11. This time the Bulldogs come out with a single back formation and looking to throw. Coming across the middle is going to be overthrown and almost intercepted out there by Phil Meredith, and pass intended there for Chad Arms. Ball is incomplete. Be 3rd down and 11.
Oneida was definitely ready for that. They had a 2nd and 11 situation where they knew they had Chad Arms that split out wide to the right there with a slot man, only one run back. Good chance to defend. It's pretty easy to defend to get something when you know it's coming.
Pretty much same formation this time, 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. And back to pass, he's looking all the way left, and Bates one time finally gets sacked down there by the Indian. For Oneida, Heath Sexton, I believe, in there for Oneida. It'll be 4th down at about 14.
Yeah, he really had no chance. His coverage broke down real quick there, and the defense was in on him before he had a chance to even get rid of the ball. But I couldn't see the receiver on the other side, but the 2 receivers on this side, they cut short way in front of the 1st down marker. Even if he had thrown the ball to him, they couldn't have got there.
Brenton Griffith back to punt for the Bulldogs. And it's going to be a little bit short punt took up here by Phil Meredith. He evades one tackler and got a bit of a wall set up down the left side. Well, that's not Phil Meredith. That is number 25. I'm sorry. Josh Thompson. I thought that was a 21. Get a nice return all the way down here to the Wartburg 26-yard line. Make it the 27. Be 1st down 10 for Oneida. And quarterback for the Indians, Jason Pike. Under center, looking to throw here on 1st down. And looking, touchdown Oneida, number 25, Josh Thompson. The first play of the night goes for 6.
We can see Oneida's showing a little bit different offense this year. Normally in the past, they throw on 1st down, but now they come out 1st play of the game, 1st down, touchdown pass, quick strikeability.
Going to put Wartburg in a hole early, as now in the kick for the Indians will be Wesley Billings. As Oneida's got a kicker for about every situation this year. We've got a Billings and 2 or 3 other guys in there that's going to be doing the kicking duties. And the kick is up and good.
And another great Billingsley tradition continues.
And with that, we're going to take a 60-second break right here. After 10 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, it's Oneida 7, Wartburg nothing.
It started with an idea that has now won the prestigious Thomas Edison Patent Award, which annually recognizes major innovations in technology. The award was won by Exxon for a gasoline additive that controls deposits for a cleaner engine, which reduces emissions for cleaner air and improves performance. Next time you fill up, rely on the award-winning gasolines from Exxon.
Mrs. Winters, we're a lot more than the world's greatest chicken and biscuits. We offer a wide variety of meats and vegetables just like Mom used to make with no waiting. You can sit down and eat with us or take it home. We'll fix it the way you like it. We also offer the best hot bar around at an amazingly low $4.29 for all you can eat. If there's something that you want and it's not on the bar, all you have to do is ask and we'll be happy to get it for you. Come give us a try today. We insist on giving you world-class service, and that means you'll leave satisfied. Mrs. Winters on the 4 lane in Oneida.
And welcome back. set to kick it away now for the Indians will be, this time, number 7, Daniel King. And kicking back here deep for Wartburg, we've got number 7, or number 2, rather, Marty Cox, and number 8, Joe Susak. And this time it's going to be Susak, as he gets about where he got last time. Not much more there. Indians showing great pursuit here and great coverage on kickoff. Number 24, I believe, Jake Lau, or pardon me, 44, Jake Lau in there. And I think number 24 or 25, 28, pardon me, Trey Shoemaker. I'll get it right here in a minute.
See, Wartburg's in the situation I just talked about earlier. They needed to score early and keep the advantage. Now they're already in a situation where they're going to have to play catch-up. If Oneida gets the ball back and scores again, they're in big trouble having to play catch-up ball.
And here's the give to Marty Cox around the right side, and he's took down there initially by number 34 for the Indians, and that's Dustin Lay.
And Daniel King over there on the stop too, him and Cully Phillips.
Yeah, cool.
You know, Daniel King's going to be on a lot of tackles now at that middle linebacker position. He played there last year and did a real good job, and you expect him to be around the ball every play.
Second down and 9 now for the Bulldogs, as they've got split backfield. And handoff over the left guard to Tim Hamby. And Heath Sexton and Cully Phillips in there for the Indians. And no gain on the play. It's going to be third down and about 9 once again. And looks like we'll see another passing play here from the Bulldogs.
Well, when you think about it, you know, they've already shown on out of the pass in the first series. This would be a good time if they're going to run a draw or try to get something outside. This would be the time to do it.
As we got a I formation backfield, receiver to the right, or pardon me, the left, little toss right across the middle, giving the defense plenty of time to read that one.
Well, they try the middle screen. Look like Oneida read it pretty well.
Pass intended out there for Chad Arms. Going to bring up 4th down and 9, and Wartburg back punting once again. Back deep for the Indians will be number 21, Phil Meredith, and number 25, Josh Thompson.
And we don't know who the 7, Brenton Griffin. We'll have to apologize. We don't have all the numbers for all the players on Wartburg, so there may be a few tonight we don't have numbers for, or names to go with the numbers.
And a punt just barely getting off the ground. Mishandled down there by Phil Meredith, and he gets paid. Tagged down there by number 23 for Wartburg, Tim Hamby. And, well, Phil found out the hard way. If you can't get the ball, leave it alone.
Well, you know, they teach you to fall on the ball, not to try to pick it up in those situations, but you get that adrenaline going, you want to do something with the ball already up 7-0. Try to get some more points on the board.
And Indians starting back here on their own 37-yard line. We've got I formation backfield, splits out to each end. And back to pass once again, throwing it way down. Josh Thompson shakes his man, and the Indians are now 2 for 2 on pass plays. Touchdown, 63 yards to number 25, Josh Thompson, and Indians are on the board again.
As I said before, Oneida, quick play, quick strike, pass on first down. Now you got a touchdown to Josh. Jason, that was a little underthrown, but Josh come back and got it. Josh made an excellent move on the defensive back to get in the end zone.
I'll tell you what this is doing. The next series of plays, Oneida's probably going to come back and really run it down their throat because they're getting their defense so spread out by doing these pass plays that Wartburg's not going to know what's coming at them next.
Number 20, Billingsley in to attempt the extra point. Down, up, and good. And with that, 7:44 left to go in the first quarter. Oneida Indians 14, Wartburg nothing. We'll be back right after this.
The Little Old Opry comes on every Wednesday night, starting at 7. So tune in and watch Clyde Birchfield and all the friends down at the Little Old Opry. And you're welcome to go on down to Little Old Opry every Saturday night.
Good. From citizen soldier to president, First, there was Colonel Washington and Colonel Jefferson of the Virginia militia. Another was General Jackson of the Tennessee militia. Private Lincoln probably came farther than anybody, except maybe Corporal Truman of the Missouri Guard. Now, you don't have to be in the Guard to be president, but it doesn't hurt. Call 1-800-342-1000.
Hello, I'm Officer Joe Goes with the Oneida Police Department. Let's make the month of September Crime Month. You see crime in progress, crime that has been committed. So if you know about a crime, please call the Oneida Police Department, 569-4255. Help us protect you and the community by reporting any crime and all crime that you see. Let's make our community a safer place for all of us. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Join Marilyn Foster at the Oneida Library for story time every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock p.m. and Saturday. Don't miss story time with Marilyn Foster, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Okay, kids?
And welcome back as Daniel King to kick it off for the Indians. This one a low driving kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And I believe they'll go ahead and have the Indians kick this over 5 yards deeper back. I think they also got the option taking it on the 35, I believe.
I believe that's right. They've got that's probably what they're discussing with the referee now, deciding what they want to do. If they want to kick it over or take it. It looks like they're going to take it on the 35.
I don't blame them a bit because they've been having a hard time to move the ball tonight against this tough Indian defense. And that would be the farthest they've gotten downfield all night.
Yeah, and they did that on an amount of penalty on the kickoff. But it really doesn't say much for your offense, but they've really not had much chance to do anything. Oneida's had the ball twice and scored on 2 plays. Wartburg's not really had a chance to get established.
Looks like a counter around the left end out there to number 87, Britton Gifford. And Jason Pike in with the tackle for the Indians. We couldn't quite see it, but our PA announcer here at Oneida helped us out there on that one. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Once again, the best run tonight. Of course, it is still early. But Wartburg seems to be maybe finding a groove here finally. And handoff right straight up center. Out there to Wartburg, number 80, Chad Arms.
Look like Eddie Sharpman, 42, made the tackle.
And the first down of the night for the Bulldogs. Of course, you can technically say the Indians ain't made a first down yet tonight neither.
Oh, yeah, but they have a needed one. They've thrown 2 passes and scored 2 touchdowns. So I think the coach will be happy with that.
Be 1st and 10, a wishbone formation now for the Bulldogs. And a pitch around the left, and he's going to be swarmed under. That's going to Marty Cox. And he was hit initially there by Cully Phillips, but the entire right side, and Pete Shoemaker, but the entire right side there stand of the Indian defense was right there.
Of course, Oneida had good defensive pursuit. Of course, like I said, Daniel King was around the ball again. You can watch him the whole game. He'll be around the ball the whole game.
I believe he was the leading tackler last year, wasn't he, Stan?
Yes, he was.
So now it'll be 2nd down and 13 for Wartburg, still in the wishbone formation. And fakely pass, and there's going to be a sack out there by Cully Phillips, and a loss of about 7 or 8 yards on that play. Jason Stewart being creamed back in the back. Call that, Stan? A sack. And 3rd down, 24 to go for the first, and I'd say if Wartburg has a shotgun right now, would be a good time to be implementing it.
Yeah, they're really not. I think what their problem is, they're just being overpowered on the front line. Oneida is just blowing them off the line offensively, and they're not getting any place to run.
You got a blitz this time by Daniel King, and a short pass to the outside, and that's to Chad Arms. He comes around the right end, but only picking up a few yards. Jake Lau out there, and couldn't quite make it out who else helped him out there for the Indians. It'll be 4th down and about 20 for Wartburg, and back deep for Indians will be Phil Meredith, and this time Jason Pike helping Phil out back there to receive the punt. Number 87, Brent Griffith, punted away for Wartburg. A nice punt this time by Griffith. It's going to be taken by Phil Meredith. He's looking for some daylight around the right side, and he's tripped up out there by Tim Hamby for Wartburg as he gets out here to the 40-yard line.
You can see the difference in the better punt for Wartburg. Had better coverage that time.
You know, I haven't been keeping up with it, but I'm pretty sure Wartburg has probably got minus yards offensively. They need to stop Oneida here. If they don't stop Oneida here, if Oneida scores on this series, it's really going to take them emotional out of the game. If they don't get the emotional edge back and put some points on the board, they're going to be playing catch-up all night.
Well, Oneida's both two offensive plays that both went for a touchdown, so we'll see what the Indians come up with here. And hand off to Phil Meredith, and he hit there by number 74, Kevin Human, and only about a yard pickup on that play.
Maybe Mel's theory didn't work. He said he opened it up a little bit, but it didn't look like that time. But I'm pretty sure that, of course, Oneida's always used to starting out slow on the ground, usually, it seems like. But the linemen are always in good shape, and they'll wear Wartburg down sooner or later.
You know they got them thinking about it, Stan.
It'll be 2nd down and about 8 to go for Oneida. Ball marked out here at the 39-yard line. And Pike, once again, looking to pass. He's got Thompson open again. As this Indian offense is looking like ain't nobody around East Tennessee anywhere going to hang with them. Joe Susek in with the tackle. But Stan, the pinpoint accuracy that Jason Pike has thrown on these passes now is really looking good.
Yes, he's developed. You know, last year when he come in for Jay Seals, he's more of a runner. He wasn't really looking to pass, but now they worked on it during the spring and this summer, and he's really developed as a good thrower. I mean, I look for him. He should be looked at because he's going to be a dandy quarterback.
Yeah, he's really looking good. And he had like 188 yards passing last week, so it looked good last week, too.
There's a handoff around the right guard. We got a penalty flag, and he's going to be taken down.
That's going to be a holding call.
And number 40 on carry for Oneida, Cully Phillips, as we're waiting the call from the official. And it's holding against Oneida.
You can be pretty safe. Every time they throw a flag in that area of the field, it's going to be holding just about every time.
So I'll bring up 1st down and 20 now for Oneida. And we got a timeout. And we'll do the same with timeout. 3 minutes ago in the first quarter, it's Oneida 14, Wartburg nothing.
Tune in Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Thursday at 7 p.m. for the Backroad Series. Steve and TL will take you on a journey back on the back roads to history of Scott County. So tune in Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. with Steve Hall and TLA when they take you through history of Scott County.
No matter how you look at it, at Pennzoil 10-minute oil change, you get what you need at the best prices. We have all major brands of oil for changes. There's no waiting and no appointments are necessary. If you change your oil at recommended intervals, we will add oil between changes as needed at no charge. Wednesday is Ladies' Day. Get $2 off all oil change service. Tuesday is Senior Citizens Day. Senior citizens also get $2 off all oil change services. That's Pennzoil 10-minute oil change, North Alberta Avenue, next to Mrs. Winters.
Hello, this is Scott Super Kick Armstrong coming to you all the way live. Wanting you to watch each and every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 5 for CWC Championship Wrestling.
And welcome back as the Indians have it down, first down and 20.
Okay, Timberland Bank.
As Jason Pike sits under center, pitches out to the right end to Phil Meredith.
Chad Arms had that one read all the way. He just slipped out from that defensive end position and just put the mojo on him.
Somebody might have missed a block out there. That was one of my favorite plays, run that little quick pitch out there and get Phil's feet out there on the outside, but as Mel said, Arms read it right.
It looked like it kind of developed a little slower than, like Stan said, Oneida has got a tendency to kind of get started slow on the ground, but they will steadily beat on you until you submit.
Second down and about 28 to go now for Oneida, so we can look for Jason Pike to go to the air, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to lay downfield. Looks like maybe overthrown, but maybe not. Right off the end of his fingers, incomplete. Intended down there for Pete Shoemaker. So that'll be third down and 28.
I believe Jason might got a little anxious on there. He saw Pete so wide open, just let him just a little bit too much.
Yeah, he had a little pressure on him there. He had a guy grabbing him just as he was releasing the ball. So, heck, he's going what? 3 out of 4 tonight. He was 7 out of 8 last week. 90%. That's a pretty good stat.
3 out of 4, 75%.
Add the 7 to it last week.
And back to pass once again is Jason Pike. Once again to Phil Meredith. And still shaking tackles and breaking it loose. Nice block. Nice block by Pete Shoemaker. And finally taken down by Mark Goodman. But Phil Meredith doing some fancy footwork. And number 15, pardon me, to the 15-yard line. And that'll be first down, 10 to go from the 15. And Phil Meredith breaking loose from number 60 out there for Wartburg. We haven't got a number for him, but oh yeah, we do. Josh Lau. He's been in the backfield 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah, and even with that big play like that, 2 yards, still 4th and 3. That penalty, that holding call a while ago really hurt him.
Okay, my fault. I thought he picked up a first down, so I seen him moving the stick. Well, he got the first down right there to Cully Phillips, all the way down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. And 44 in there. And I think the announcer said Steve Wright, but I don't know if that was correct or not.
Cully Phillips brings back from a couple of years ago the name Punishers we gave Jason West, as Mel did when I was playing. Cully, he's a big boy and he can run through there, so I kind of remember the Punisher.
Well, he's got similar size with Jason does, and a lot quick moves for his big size. He'll fool a man going to tackle him. You'll think, a guy like that shouldn't be able to move that quick.
There's a handoff right over center to Phil Meredith, and that's going to be bottled up and hit initially up there for Wartburg, I believe, by number 6. And once again, we don't have a number or a name to go with that number. Josh Lau was also in on that. It could have been number 8, Joe Susak. And once again, we apologize for the list we got from Wartburg. There's quite a few players that they just didn't even give us a name or a number for at all.
When you look over on the sidelines, there's only about 9 or 10 players over there, most of which are probably fresh.
I'm sure they're sending plays in by somebody out there as a handoff once again over center. And that's going to be a touchdown as he stuck that ball out there. Donnie Rosman in for the score as he's reached that arm out there just enough to get the score.
Yeah, he broke the tackle there and leaned forward and got the touchdown. And let's say here on the extra point, Wesley Billingsley, this is his first year in any kind of sports besides soccer. Byron was a great kicker, and they thought, well, we'll try Wesley out. And Wesley done a great job. That's the jamboree. He was 3 for 3. Last week, I don't believe he missed one because they had a bad snap. So we look for Wesley to continue the great tradition of kicking here at Oneida.
And the kick is up and good. And with that, only 38 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. It's Oneida all over Wartburg, 21-0.
Welcome Welcome to CWC Championship Wrestling, Scott County's finest. Yes, Scott County's finest. CWC Championship Wrestling comes on Channel 5 every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. and again on Sunday afternoon. So don't miss all the fun, all the excitement from all the CWC Championship Wrestling. Don't miss it, Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Sunday evenings. Don't miss this excitement.
Gas Utility District of Scott and Morgan Counties is now doing what has never been feasible before, bringing gas to everyone through propane. Propane, with all the features of natural gas service, including monthly billing, 24-hour emergency service, and $150 interest-free hot water heater loans that you can repay by the month. Call 569-4457 for more information today. That's Citizens Gas Utility District of Scott and Morgan Counties.
To Dr. M.E. Thompson Field as Daniel King getting set to kick off. No, line drive and kick. Going to be fielded out there by Marty Cox as he's looking for a little daylight up center, and he's not going to find it as Meredith takes him down right at about the 25-yard line.
And I just took a quick look at the stats, and already over 100 yards passing.
No surprise there.
That's more than we usually have in the whole year.
Well, that's just with this first quarter stat. That's almost 300 yards passing in the last 2 weeks. That's, hey, high school, that's good.
As Indians set to go on defense here once again. This will be the last play here of the first quarter. And looking to throw. And it's going to be complete. Out there to number 87, Brenton Griffith. He's taken down out there by Josh Thompson. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. After one quarter play, it is Oneida 21, Wartburg nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Joe Marlowe at Lyles Wholesale Tire Center says come by and check out our friendly service department at our new FMC Brake Service Center with non-directional cut for smoother stopping. For you off-roaders, check out our new Super Smopper tire. We're the only authorized dealer for this baby in the county. We handle any name brand tire, and we mount and computer balance your tires at no charge. We also sell almost any make of wheel. That's Lyles Wholesale Tire Center, Highway 27 south of Oneida.
Talking about my earrings and my hair.
It's 1925.
Terry Motors has a complete line of new and used vehicles,
including the new sporty 6-speed Camaros.
In our truck line finds the loaded full-size sports truck,
the all-new 4x4s along with Blazers,
a complete line of full-size trucks,
and the ever-popular smaller trucks.
Also a large selection of vans and luxury cars.
So come to where you get the best vehicles,
the best prices and financing.
Catch the deals at Terry Motor Company, Highway 27 South, Oneida.
And welcome back as we are set to start the second quarter. Oneida leading this game 21-0. And the Indians set down here second down and 7. Ball marked at the 32-yard line. Pardon me, I got things turned around here. It's second down and 3. And handoff straight up the middle. Tackled down there by Tully Phillips. In on the carry for Wartburg, number 80, Chad Arn.
He had, Tully Phillips had some help from Heath Sexton and Eddie Sharp on the play.
So it's enough for the first down as the Indians give a little ground. Second first down of the night for Wartburg. As Wartburg continues running out this wishbone formation. Now back to pass. Got a man across the middle, number 4, and that's Martin Goodman. And he's tagged out there for the Indians by, did you catch who that was, Stan?
I believe it was Phil Meredith.
Phil Meredith making him pay for the catch, and you believe he'll remember that next time he comes across the middle. It's complete for a first down right at the midfield stripe.
Well, you know, if you run into zone coverage, you're going to expect to get hit.
First down 10 to go for Wartburg. And back for a quick pass right across the middle again to number 3. And they're turning him up on them pass across the middle, Nathan Burgess. And he tackled out there once again by Phil Meredith. As Phil Meredith keeps making those tackles, you know they're breaking into the secondary.
Yeah, well, you know, Wartburg is finally starting to show a little offense here, too, and they're going to have to do that in order to spread Oneida's defense out so they can be successful running. Because right now, Oneida's just sitting back, blowing them out on the offensive line, and they've got to do some quick plays, get rid of the ball fast, before the quarterback's going to spend his night on the back.
And somebody lined up off sides, I'm sure. Let's check out who it is. Well, Wartburg was showing us offsides against the Indians. It looked like Wartburg was showing us another passing opportunity there. One back in the backfield, 2 splits to the right. So they get a free 5. It'll be first down 5. Ball at the 28-yard line of Oneida. And same formation, same play because they didn't up. And they are back to pass. And that broken up out there by Daniel King, but in the backfield for Oneida was number 86, Pete Shoemaker, and he was fixing to hammer down up there on Jason Stewart for Wartburg.
They was lucky they ran a quick pass out there, so I believe Pete would have had him if he run a deeper route. But they just went a little quick dump to the tight end, and Daniel was there to break it up.
He had him coming from his blind side. He never saw him coming. He hit from the blind side. You know about that, don't you, Stan?
Same formation, except this time your flanker's to the left. And that is a lateral, but they're going to blow it dead. I thought he threw that behind. Well, maybe not. He's about to start around the 35-yard line. Incomplete pass. It'll be third down. No, they are calling it. So it's going to be third down and about 13. That's right. His knees on the ground. I'm used to watching pro football.
Yeah, that kind of messes you up, don't it? Talking about people being on their backs, I remember a game a couple of years ago down at Coalfield where I saw a man get folded in half. You remember that thing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wishbone formation now on third down long. Kind of an interesting set right here for Wartburg. And back to pass. And unloads and complete to number 4. Once again, Mark Goodman. He's the man coming across the middle and stopped out there once again by Phil Meredith and Pete Shoemaker. But Mel, first down, 10 to go for Wartburg, and they're getting it all through the air right now.
Well, they're having to. Oneida's got the running game shut down. They can't seem to muster a running game up there.
Well, as long as they keep throwing through the air like this, they're going to, unless Oneida makes some kind of adjustment, they're not going to need to run it.
It looks like Oneida's playing a little bit soft in the secondary.
We know they've always done that. You've ever noticed through the years that it's the first of a game, a team, I remember those Greenback games. It seems like they'd be a little soft before when they needed to. They'd tighten up and stop.
And there's a throw across the middle. He rushed it, and he's going to get picked.
Hello, Senator.
Donnie Roslin bringing it back on about a 10-yard return. He picked it off on about the 5, brings it out to about the 14-yard line where it'll be first down, 10 to go for the Indians.
You know, that's the difference. You're talking about they're being a little soft in the middle, but they've always done that. And I guess it must tend to make the quarterback a little more comfortable throwing in there, and then, bam, interception the next thing you know. Those guys know what they're doing back in the secondary. They're coached very well.
And we had good defensive surge on the line there by Oneida. I couldn't quite catch who it was that had their hands all over Jason Stewart for Wartburg. But, of course, had him rushed. Josh Thompson in motion. And handoff to Phil Meredith. And he could be gone.
There's nobody going to catch Phil Meredith. I could be wrong.
He just shook off Nathan Bridges, and Phil Meredith charges 86 yards for the touchdown.
Well, if anybody's getting a workout tonight, it's those guys over there with the ball markers, because all they're doing every time Oneida gets the ball is going up and down the field.
As on to kick the extra point now will be Billingsley. hold for Wesley Billingsley. Snaps is down, up, and good. 8 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in the first half. It's Oneida 28, Wartburg nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Started with an idea that has now won the prestigious Thomas Edison Patent Award, which annually recognizes major innovations in technology. The award was won by Exxon for a gasoline additive that controls deposits for a cleaner engine, which reduces emissions for cleaner air and improves performance. Next time you fill up, rely on the award-winning gasolines from Exxon.
Mrs. Winters, we're a lot more than the world's greatest chicken and biscuits. We offer a wide variety of meats and vegetables just like Mom used to make with no waiting. You can sit down and eat with us or take it home. We'll fix it the way you like it. We also offer the best hot bar around at an amazingly low $4.29 for all you can eat. If there's something that you want and it's not on the bar, all you have to do is ask and we'll be happy to get it for you. Come give us a try today. We insist on giving you world-class service, and that means you'll leave satisfied. Mrs. Winters on the 4-lane in Oneida.
School football this fall right here on Scott County's very own Pride of 5. Channel 5 brings you all the home games and all the away games. Scott High and Oneida High School football starting every Monday night at 7 p.m. and through the week. Then Junior High game of the week shown at 7 p.m. Wednesday. Then Oneida and Scott High and Junior High on Sunday. We call it Scott County's Sunday football. Football, football, football. Don't miss all the action this fall, starting at 7 p.m. on Mondays for football, football, football.
And welcome back as Daniel King set to kick it off for Oneida. Back deep for Wartburg, number 2, Marty Cox, and number 8, Joe Susak. A nice high kick to Marty Cox. And he takes off around the right end, and it's going to be taken down out there for Oneida by number 34, Dustin Lay. I believe he was in on one of the tackles earlier, too.
And look, Daniel King's been kicking better. I remember when I was playing, he had more distance, but now, you know, if you kick it farther, it gives the returning team a chance to run it back farther. He's been putting it in the air now. Of course, Wartburg starts at 35, so they had a pretty good return, but the higher you get in the air, the better hang time, the better your coverage is.
Well, it's first down 10 to go for Wartburg. Ball out here at the 35-yard line. They're still in that wishbone formation. One receiver out here to the left. And that looks like who he's looking for all the way. Same guy. He's got him and tipped away. Nice defensive play out there by Jason Pike. But number 4 seems to be the only receiver they're looking for, Mark Goodman.
I believe he's their fastest receiver. They've got arms who comes either out of the backfield or off the tight end position, but he's not hardly as quick. With Oneida's speed in the secondary, Goodman is about the only one that can get open.
So it's going to be second down, 10 to go for the Bulldogs. And back to pass once again. Little short dump off over to his halfback. And taken down from behind. Really virtually run over. I believe out there was number 44, Jake Loud. He just plowed right over the top of number 80, Chad Arnold.
As Mel said, Daniel King come off the field, and you can see it didn't hurt us too bad. That's the best thing about Oneida. We've always had depth on offense and defense. I mean, we can take one player but not lose anything.
You know, it's like last week at running back. They had like 8 different ball carriers through the game. They've got good depth. They're very talented at every position. You're going to have to hurt a bunch of people in order to hurt Oneida offensively or defensively.
Wishbone formation once again. Third down and about 2.5. Handoff right over the right guard. He didn't get a thing out there to number 2, Marty Cox. And stuffed out there by Michael Lawson.
And Kelly Phillips in there. Of Oneida defense.
Down to a little over 7 minutes left to go in a half. It is 4th down and about 1, maybe 1.5. And they're going to go for it right here, down here on about the 44-yard line.
A gutsy move by Wartburg, down 28-0. Oh, I guess they figured nothing from nothing to nothing.
And a pitch over the right side. Got it. Barely.
Second effort by the Bulldog running back, enabling him to get the first down.
Number 5 in there for Oneida, Donnie Rosman, and I'm giving credit to him because they look like he was the first one there, but virtually half of the Oneida Indian defense in on the play. It'll be 1st down, 10 to go for Wartburg.
Really, that's not a bad call going for them folks. I mean, they're down 28-0, and they've got to do something to get their emotional edge back, or they're not doing any good punting it away. But this much time left in the second quarter, they've got to score.
Got a fumble on the play, and I think he recovered it. He did. It'll be 2nd down, 10.
You know, we were talking a minute ago about Mark Goodman. I really expected him to come into this game and play him from the quarterback because he was the favorite. I think in just about every publication in the preseason to be the third quarterback and Goodman playing him field. We figured.
It's 2nd down, 10, wishbone formation. Back to pass once again, and Pete Shoemaker finally got in there, but not after he handed it off. Good fake. Faked out everybody up here.
Quarterback had the ball. I was watching what I thought was an excellent sack.
Number 87, once again, Brenton Griffin. He gets about 3 yards out of it. Well, it's a good thing we ain't playing a third. He scored.
Yeah, we all got burned on that one, didn't we?
It's going to be 3rd down long for Wartburg. As we look to him to go to the air right here. Back to pass, looking for his favorite receiver. A little overthrown. Looked like he kind of might have give up on that, of course, after intending once again for Mark Goodman.
He didn't really look like he was really burning it up, and he didn't really stretch himself in to try to get the ball. Probably felt that he couldn't do it anyway.
It'll be 4th down, ball at midfield. 4th down, about 7 yards to go for the first. They need to get out here to about the 43-yard line of Oneida for the 1st down.
Like Mel said, they got nothing to lose.
And well, he finally fell forward and got it. He was right on the line. It's going to depend on the mark. Number 66 and 23 out there. 66 for Oneida is Ryan Lewis. Going to measure it. And well, I thought he had plenty enough for it. He got it, but
Oh, now it must be hurt for chain crew.
And that'll be 1st down, 10 to go for Wartburg. Ball marked at about the 42.5-yard line. And back to pass. And got it. It picked off. Well, he got knocked out of his hand. He had it picked off. It was number 23, Jason Pike, but Josh Thompson knocked it out of his hand. Both of them going for the ball. But the main thing there is the ball did go incomplete. No catch for Wartburg.
You know, and so far, I believe Oneida is beginning to get the idea that, look, if we're going to throw, looks like we're going to throw to Mark Goodman. So how hard is it to cover somebody like that?
It seems like they would switch it up somehow. I mean, he must be the best athlete they have at wide receiver. But it seems like they need to at least try to throw to somebody else to take the heat off it.
What do you think since and they're double covering back there? It kind of looks like they dump it off to run back underneath the tight end or something.
Well,
I believe he saw the ball, Stan.
Well, from Nathan Bridges. That's his first play in that I know of as far as out there for receiving. But you couldn't ask for a better thrown pass than that. Hit him right on the shoulder pad. He just wasn't ready for it.
Well, they say if it hits the receiver, it's his fault. I mean, he doesn't even look. And if you're a receiver, you got to look for the ball because the quarterback's going to be throwing it even before you turn to look.
Goodman was out that time. That's why Burgess.
And back in right here is number 4, once again, Mark Goodman, and it is 3rd and 10, so if they throw it, guess who to? He's looking for him all the way. No, 87, and complete. And taken down at the 19-yard line by Josh Thompson is Britton Griffith for Wartburg.
Looks like that time they used number 4 as a decoy on Goodman and threw it back to Griffith.
I believe they heard us, Dan. They must have a radio on there hearing what we're saying.
Of course, Goodman, he looked like he about blew the play because you could tell it wasn't going to him because he kind of lollygagged out there. But then again, Oneida was expecting the pass and they was concentrating on him.
First down, 10 to go. Ball at the 18-yard line. As we're down to 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the half. Handoff over around the left guard. Stopped out there initially for Oneida by number 74, and that's Heath Sexton, a sophomore.
When you look at this Oneida team, they primarily are sophomores and freshmen. There's only a few juniors and a couple of seniors. They got some good players coming up.
2nd down and 9 to go for Wartburg, maybe 8. And looking to go to the air once again to his favorite receiver, Mark Goodman. And he's going to be taken out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. And I believe that may be enough for a first down.
Let's see who was in on target. Phil Meredith is down there and Jason Fire.
It is first down, go at about the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
And again, Nathan Bridges coming in for Wartburg with the play. And he comes out there to the split-in position. Wishbone formation.
Expecting to run in this situation.
They're going to pass. They're going to throw a screen pass, and he started running with the ball before he had it. Back there, number 42 is Eddie Sharp. And it'll be 2nd down to go.
I think Stan thought the same thing I did. They thought they were throwing it to the dead gimme lineman there, number 74, because he was out way ahead of the running back.
They've been trying to set that screen again. They've been trying to run it all night.
They run a screen with one guy, though.
Especially on the short side of the field, too.
Second down goal, ball at the 6. And looking to throw once again. And this one is almost picked off out there by number 40. And that is Cully Phillip. And it's going to be hard. Well, you know, they've been throwing the ball pretty consistent out here in the open field. But you only got, they're on the 6, only got 16 yards to work with, and everybody in here kind of tight. It's going to be hard to throw against Indians.
It's tough to pass. You get inside the 20-yard line. It's easy to defend the pass. You can sit back in the zone and cover the whole field. It's not that hard. You don't have the deep threat anymore, so you can keep your safeties intact.
And looking out to roll out to the right side, and he is blanketed, but he's going to take off running. It's going to be awful close. Touchdown, Wartburg. First points of the year scored against the Oneida Indians on a bootleg around the right side, and it comes with 2:27 left to go in the first half.
Looks like he dragged a couple of Indian defenders that second effort to get in the end zone.
It was a good-looking play. Probably, as far as offensively, one of the best-looking plays they've had all night as far as running. They've looked fairly decent passing, but it's only because they've had to. They haven't been able to do anything running up tonight.
Wartburg had a guy in the end zone, but there was about 3 or 4 Oneida defenders around him. He didn't have any choice but to run it, and it paid off. Number 45 that kicks for Wartburg, Jeff Hutt, P-U-T-Z. And
Wartburg's whole team moved on that one.
And it's illegal procedure against Wartburg. And he'll back it up 5 yards, and now we turn into a field goal, which 5 yards would not be much. We haven't seen this kicker yet. It's going to be a 25-yard kick now for the extra point.
5 yards is a long way.
And it's up and good. And with that, 2 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in the half. It is Oneida 28, Wartburg 7. We'll be back right after this.
Always breathe. Scissor down. Scissor up. Scissor up. Left arm down. Left arm up, arms up. Heels out. Bring it down. Bring it down. Hi, I'm Judy Sexton. I'm exercising here at Channel 5. I would like to invite you this fall to come join my aerobic classes. We'll move, we'll exercise, we'll get fit, we'll get healthy. Make me a part of your day. See the schedules on Channel 5 for aerobics this fall.
From citizen soldier to president. First, there was Colonel Washington and Colonel Jefferson of the Virginia militia. Another was General Jackson of the Tennessee militia. Private Lincoln probably came farther than anybody, except maybe Corporal Truman of the Missouri Guard. Now, you don't have to be in the Guard to be president, but it doesn't hurt. Call 1-800-342-1000.
Joe Goes with the Oneida Police Department. Let's make the month of September Crime Month. See crime in progress, crime that has been committed. If you know about a crime, please call the Oneida Police Department, 569-4255. Help us protect you and the community by reporting any crime and all crime that you see. Let's make our community a safer place for all of us. Thank you.
The Little Old Opry comes on every Wednesday night, starting at 7. So tune in and watch Clyde Birchfield and all the friends down at the Little Old Opry. And you're welcome to go on down to Little Old Opry every Saturday night.
Good.
And welcome back as number 45, Jeff Hutt, set to kick it away for Wartburg. Back deep for Oneida, Phil Meredith, and number 25, Josh Thompson. Phil Meredith receives it at about the 10-yard line. One man to beat, and that's the kicker, and he's going to get him. All the way down to the 45-yard line. Nice run by Phil Meredith.
That's a good thing about having Phil. Phil's got the speed. He's a breakaway player every time he touches the ball.
They had that set up perfectly. I've never seen the wedge run that good. Everybody came in the middle. All of Wartburg's players were on the outsides of the play.
Of course, when you got somebody like Phil Meredith back there and break tackles, you don't need a good wedge. You can tell more when he has a good wedge.
Most of the time he outruns his blockers anyway.
First down, 10 to go for Oneida. Ball marked here at the 46-yard line. How about you guys? I got a feeling we're going to see another pass. And I'm wrong. They're just going to give it to Phil, let him get it. Good stick out there for Wartburg by number, if I get his number 23, and that is Tim Hamby. Put a tag out there on Phil as Phil gets about 4 yards on the play. It'll be second down 6.
Well, now they're running kind of a hurry-up offense here with just a minute and 37 to go in the first half.
It's going to be interesting to see what they come out and do in the second half. As successful as they've been here, you kind of figure they might come out and experiment a little, get ready for Copeland.
And back to pass is Jason Pike. Going way downfield. He's got a man down there. Tipped up and away by number 3, Nathan Burgess. He saved a touchdown and maybe redeeming himself a little bit earlier on that blown offensive play. Intended down there for Pete Shoemaker.
Kind of looks like that touchdown was a little fire underneath it.
That's what they needed. They need to do something. They need to stop Oneida here really bad. We're not going to have a lot of time to work with if they do get the ball back. That would be an emotional edge going into halftime if they could stop the Oneida Indians on offense, which they failed to do all night.
Third down and about 6 to go for the first. Back to pass once again is Pike. He's got a man wide open. It's Josh Thompson, and it is complete. And it's going to be close to the first down. I don't know if he got it or not. First down, yeah, he got about a couple of yards. First down, 10 to go for the Indians, as we're down to 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. And as soon as they get the chain spotted, they'll start the clock. Okay, no, he... And the fake to Phil, and he's going to be swarmed under by a host of Bulldogs, led along the way there by number 23, Tim Hamby, and still got a couple of Wartburg players down there. Todd Conley also in there, and Jeff Putt, a little bit slow getting up. And we got a timeout. We'll take a break right here with timeout. 57 seconds left to go. Oneida 28, Wartburg 7.
No matter how you look at it, at Penn's Oil 10-minute oil change, you get what you need at the best prices. We have all major brands of oil for changes. There's no waiting and no appointments are necessary. If you change your oil at recommended intervals, we will add oil between changes as needed at no charge. Wednesday is Ladies' Day. Get $2 off all oil change service. Tuesday is Senior Citizens Day. Senior citizens also get $2 off all oil change services. That's Penn's Oil 10-minute oil change, North Alberta Avenue, next to Mrs. Winters.
Hello, this is Scott Superkick Armstrong coming to you all the way live, wanting you to watch each and every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 5 for CWC Championship Wrestling.
And welcome back. It is second down and about 18 to go for Oneida. Back to pass, Jason Pike. Wide open, but couldn't get his man. Well, no, maybe number 45 out there was in the way, Jeff Putz, but intended out there for Phil Meredith.
I couldn't tell if they lined Phil up in the backfield or was he out as a wide receiver.
I don't know. Just the quarterback where he lined up. He got out there awful quick. He was hit running back.
But he got that speed.
51 seconds. Third down, 18 to go. Need to pass in. We might see pass in right now. Be a good chance for a draw right here.
That's what I was going to say. Look for a draw right here.
Nope. He's looking way downfield for Phil Meredith, and he's going to, I think he overthrowed him. Phil ain't that fast.
We might have a holding call or something back here in the backfield.
And Oneida's already on their way back, so they know it's against them, I guess.
Wartburg would be smart to decline, I believe, with the 4th and 18, 43 seconds to go. The way Oneida hasn't been able to move the ball here the last 3 or 4 plays. Be smart to decline it.
And it is. It'll be 4th down, 18 to go for Oneida.
I believe we run a fake punt here.
No.
The idea of a fake punt is to catch them off.
You had 28-7. I don't think they need fake punt.
It don't look like they're. I don't believe they send a punter in the huddle. They're calling timeout.
Well, with that taking the timeout, we'll take one as well. 43 seconds left to go in the half. It is Oneida 28, Wartburg 7.
Everybody, join Marilyn Foster at the Oneida Library for story time every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock p.m. and Saturday. Don't miss story time with Marilyn Foster, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Okay, kids?
Are you ready for speed, fun, and excitement this summer? Then feel the thrill with Earth. Gas Utility District of Scott and Morgan Counties is now doing what has never been feasible before, bringing gas to everyone through propane. Propane, with all the features of natural gas service, including monthly billing, 24-hour emergency service, and $150 interest-free hot water heater loans that you can repay by the month. Call 569-4457 for more information today. That's Citizens Gas Utility District of Scott and Morgan Counties.
and about 18 to go for Oneida. And looks like they're going to maybe go for it.
You never know. Coach May always has the guts to go. He'll go for it.
Wartburg's had trouble moving the ball all night. Except for a few passes blind side.
Number 1, Jason Stewart in on the sack for Wartburg, and they're asking for a timeout, but the clock stops on change of possession, which will start as soon as they get it spotted.
Like I said, it looks like Wartburg's been fired up with that touchdown. Like Mills, we talked about earlier about Coalfield last week when they was down, what, 28-0, I believe, maybe, or 20. And Wartburg come back and made 28-20, made a game out of it, so you never know.
Well, we got a time. We'll just go ahead and stick with it right here since we're down this close. And what do you think Wartburg's going to come out here with? Like it's a big surprise.
I think Goodman will be streaking downfield, and I think they'll be trying to throw a pass to him. Really, if they're smart, what they need to do here is go ahead and send Goodman deep down one side and bring in Nathan Burgess, who plays free on the other side. Streak both of them. One of them is going to go over the coverage.
Where they at?
They've got hardly any option.
Well, as Wartburg's still discussing what we're going to do here in just a minute, as the line's breaking out. We'll be back. We'll go ahead and give you a chance to tell you. We'll be coming up with some halftime comments here as the Indians are now set to go and Wartburg's ready to go. So we'll just go back to the field. Still in that wishbone formation. And over here, incomplete, of course, to Mark Goodman.
86, Pete Shoemaker was there to break it up, knock it out of bounds.
It's really not hard to cover the pass play when you only got one receiver downfield. I don't understand the strategy.
Goodman may be a good receiver, but he can't outmaneuver 3 or 4 guys at a time.
And the same formation once again. One receiver out here left and a quick pass out to him. And they're going to rule that a fumble.
They were trying to set up the old hook and ladder, but they didn't quite set it up quick enough.
And that's going to keep the clock running.
Be smart for Wartburg just to sit on the ball right now. Be happy with 28-7, but that could have turned into, Oneida could have picked that up and returned that for a touchdown, maybe 35-7 wouldn't have to.
And I think that's what they know. They're going to call a timeout. And we're just going to go ahead and stay with this one as well. And we'll be back here at halftime as well. We'll go ahead and take this opportunity to tell you we'll be getting a little bit of glimpse there of the band. What are we doing, Doc? We'll definitely get Oneida's. I don't know if we'll have time or not to get Wartburg. We'll definitely get Oneida's. We'll have a few halftime stats as well. 4 seconds left to go here in the half. It's 28-7, Oneida. And 3rd down and about 15 to go for Wartburg.
And what do they do, Stan?
I'd sit on it if I was out there. I mean, that's the best thing, because you can look out here. They got Donnie Rosman down here at Oneida 35 playing center field.
And now we're set to go. 4 seconds left, 1 play.
We've got 3 receivers in the first.
Way over here, and his receiver falls down, hit him right in the head. As time runs out, and at the end of the first half, it is Oneida 28, Wartburg 7. We'll be back right after you watch this.
Joe Marlowe at Lyles Wholesale Tire Center says come by and check out our friendly service department at our new FMC Brake Service Center with non-directional cut for smoother stopping. For you off-roaders, check out our new Super Smopper tire. We're the only authorized dealer for this baby in the county. We handle any name brand tire, and we mount and computer balance your tires at no charge. We also sell almost any make of wheel. That's Lyles Wholesale Tire Center, Highway 27 south of Oneida.
Talking about my earrings and my hair.
It's 1925.
Terry Motors has a complete line of new and used vehicles,
including the new sporty 6-speed Camaros.
In our truck line finds the loaded full-size sports truck,
the all-new 4x4s along with Blazers,
a complete line of full-size trucks,
and the ever-popular smaller trucks.
Also a large selection of vans and luxury cars.
So come to where you get the best vehicles.
The best prices and financing.
Catch the deals at Terry Motor Company, Highway 27 South, Oneida.
And welcome back here to Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. We have a few halftime stats for you.
Yeah, Oneida had 128 yards rushing. Most of that, of course, was Phil Meredith's 88-yard touchdown run. Wartburg, only 15 yards on the ground. And you can't win ball games like that. They've got to get a good running game going. But, on the other hand, they had 113 yards passing. They looked pretty good yards. Oneida, 127 yards passing. They're 4 for 8 on the night, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions. Stewart for Wartburg is 10 of 23 and 1 interception. So, obviously, Wartburg's not able to run the ball. What do you think, Stan, they'll come out in the second half and do?
Well, as Oneida has done in the past, they usually come out with trying to establish the run again, as they do. Of course, they established the pass in the first half, caught us all by surprise. But I look for them to come out and get the run going, get Meredith the ball some more, and try to wear Wartburg down, because Oneida's always been in great shape, and they'll wear Wartburg's defensive line down, and the offensive line will take over.
Well, we'll be back right after this commercial break with the Oneida High School Marching Band right after you watch this.
Tune in Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Thursday at 7 p.m. for the Back Road Series. Steve and TL will take you on a journey back on the back roads to history of Scott County. So tune in Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. with Steve Hall and TLA when they take you through history of Scott County.
It started with an idea that has now won the prestigious Thomas Edison Patent Award, which annually recognizes major innovations in technology. The award was won by Exxon for a gasoline additive that controls deposits for a cleaner engine, which reduces emissions for cleaner air and improves performance. Next time you fill up, rely on the award-winning gasolines from Exxon.
Mrs. Winters, we're a lot more than the world's greatest chicken and biscuits. We offer a wide variety of meats and vegetables just like Mom used to make with no waiting. You can sit down and eat with us or take it home. We'll fix it the way you like it. We also offer the best hot bar around at an amazingly low $4.29 for all you can eat. If there's something that you want and it's not on the bar, all you have to do is ask and we'll be happy to get it for you. Come give us a try today. We insist on giving you world-class service, and that means you'll leave satisfied. Mrs. Winters on the 4-lane in Oneida.
And welcome back as we are getting a look here at the 1994 edition of the Oneida High School Marching Band. kickoff. We'd like to thank our sponsors, and Mel, you got a list of sponsors here.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Citizens Gas Utility District, First Trusted Savings Bank, Thompson's Yamaha, FH Shoemaker Distributors, Terry Motor Company, Mixers Winners, and Pennzoil, 10-minute oil change.
We'd like to thank all these sponsors for bringing you Oneida High School football right here on Channel 5. Anytime you're in one of these establishments, be sure and let them know you appreciate them bringing you these football games right here on our local cable channel, Channel 5. And, of course, it's a pleasure for us to bring them to you. As we are now getting set for our second half kickoff, 28-7 for the Indians. And number 45 out here for Wartburg, set to do the kickoff. Set to kick it off now for Wartburg. Number 45, Jeff Putz. Back deep for Oneida is Phil Meredith and Josh Thompson. Josh Thompson with the reception, and he's got another nice blocking wedge out there, and finally taken down out there by number 5. And there's one of those players we don't have a number for, or name for the number. Nice lick, though, as it's going to be blown dead out there at about the 39-yard line. It'll be first down, 10 to go for Oneida.
Well, I'm anxious to see what's going to come out, what Oneida's going to come out with here.
I look for them to start out with the run again.
I believe you're both wrong. I think we're going to throw it. We got splits out here to the left side. Flanker Josh Thompson and Pete Shoemaker out here wide. And give right up to the center to Mr. Cully Phillip. He just run right over number 3, Nathan Bridges. And we just keep the tradition going. Let's score on the first play once again. Touchdown, Oneida.
Well, I'll tell you what, you talking earlier, Stan, about how much he reminds you of the Punisher. And he does. He runs a lot like him, just runs over people. I think that little Nathan Burgess probably will think twice about getting in front of him like that again.
This might be the last offensive series for the first team, maybe. I remember a time when I was playing, when I was a senior, we come out with the head 28-0 just like this, and Coach May said we was going to play the first series, and we scored on the first play, and that's all I got to play. So we may not see the end, and we might see another quarterback come in.
And Billingsley with the kick, it's up and good. And with that, only 31 seconds gone here into the second half. It is Oneida 35, Wartburg 7. We'll be back right after this.
From citizen soldier to president. First, there was Colonel Washington and Colonel Jefferson of the Virginia militia. Another was General Jackson of the Tennessee militia. Private Lincoln probably came farther than anybody, except maybe Corporal Truman of the Missouri Guard. Now, you don't have to be in the Guard to be president, but it doesn't hurt. Call 1-800-342-1000.
Hello, I'm Officer Joe Goes with the Oneida Police Department. Let's make the month of September Crime Month. We see crime in progress, crime that has been committed. If you know about a crime, please call the Oneida Police Department, 569-4255. Help us protect you and the community by reporting any crime and all crime that you see. Let's make our community a safer place for all of us. Thank you.
And welcome back as Daniel King to kick it off for Oneida. There's a nice long driving kick taken out there by Joe Susak. And steps out of bounds. He's forced out there by number 5 for Oneida, Donnie Rosman.
Good effort by Susak on that play, but unfortunately Oneida had it covered fairly well. Well, Wartburg come out passing again, no doubt.
Ball spotted out here at the 23-24 yard line. It'll be first down 10 from that point, and no change in our formation. Wishbone. Receiver out to the left. Give right up to the center and stop by the entire center of the Oneida line. FM Pilot will try to figure out who it was that did get the ball. And there he goes. Number 45, Jeff Put. P-U-T-Z. I'll let y'all decipher that at home. Put. Gain of 1 on the play. Be second down and 9. Ball marked up right up here about the 25-yard line. And now looking to pass is Stewart. Long pass downfield. He's got a man down there. Almost picked off, and a nice attempt there at a backdrop by number 3, Nathan Burgess. Jason Pike, the recipient of that. But you can relate to that, can't you, Stan?
It was an excellent play by Jason. He was with him right all the way. I think the pass might have been a short underthrown. Or, of course, it looked like Jason made an excellent play and just couldn't hang on. Of course, I believe the Wartburg guy hit him just about the time the ball hit him in the hands and up into Jason.
You know, I think if I was coach, I'd be a little reluctant to put my quarterback back there at safety taking licks like that, wouldn't you?
Of course, I didn't get playing defense when I played. Of course, I was too slow to play defense. But Jason's such a great athlete. I mean, he's had some trouble with his feet lately, but, I mean, not this year. He hasn't shown any signs of it.
And good getting away by your quarterback. Nice blocking and legs. Nifty football play here, a little bit of everything.
What's that? A sack.
And getting credit for that sack, I believe out there was, I don't know, it looked like number 66 in there for Oneida, maybe Ryan Lewis. But there's all kinds of hits and pops going on out there on that play. It's going to bring up 4th down, 10 to go for the Bulldogs.
You know, Jason Stewart was doing an excellent job of getting away from the pursuit there. He had like 3 guys hanging off of him. Of course, eventually the pocket broke down enough where he just didn't have any protection at all, and he went down. And number 87, Brenton Griffith, is back to punt for the Bulldogs.
None of his punts so far tonight have went very long. A bit of a high snap, and this one here pretty much the norm. And once again, Phil had to pick it up on the ground. When he picks it up on the ground at slow pursuit like that, he often breaks him away because the pursuit of the kicking team kind of goes around him. Phil taken down after about a 20-yard gain.
Well, you know, you see that happen a lot. You get maybe the receiver will drop the ball or fumble around picking it up. The defense overruns the play, and you've not got that many men to beat to get good yardage on a return. And that happens a lot. You see that happen a lot.
Josh Thompson and Pete Shoemaker come off for the Indians.
Oneida with what they've had all night. Excellent field position.
Quick pitch out here to Phil Meredith. And nice run around the left end, finally forced out down there by number 3, Nathan Burgess, and also number 45, Jeff Putt.
You can really attribute that run to the fact that Oneida's passing game has had Wartburg on its heels all night. The safeties, the corners were way back off the line of scrimmage, allowing him to get outside and gain a lot of yardage. And the linebackers did not pursue the play. Initially, they just waited just that fraction of a second, just on the chance that it may be another pass, allowing a lot. He had a lot of room to run on this side.
Cully Phillips and Donnie Rosman, your backs now.
A little confusion out there. Didn't have enough men on the field.
And handoff right up the middle to Cully Phillips off the 20-yard tackle. Picks up about 5, bring up 2nd down and 5.
Oneida, they seem to pretty much do what the Wartburg stopped them a few times on the ground, but they seem to do pretty much what they wanted to. Similar to last week, they did what they wanted to against Taft, and they've come in here and run their offense pretty much the way they wanted to against this team.
Looks like Oneida starting to run in a few different players now to get them a little playing time.
Well, you'd expect that ahead like they are. Get these guys some experience. It's going to come in valuable for them at the end of the year.
Handoff over left center to Phil Meredith in for the touchdown.
And that was just a stroll in the park for Phil. He didn't even accelerate to full speed on that one.
I do believe this probably should be the last series for at least most of the first team. They may put the maybe the backup quarterback in to give him some practice with the first team, maybe. But I look for him to start substituting very heavily now.
Well, you hate to see games where it's a blowout, and because it does become kind of a boring game to watch, but it's valuable experience for those players that if it was a close game, probably wouldn't even be out there.
And a bad snap. And it's covered there by Sean Slavin, your holder. And their score goes for naught. 7:59 left to go here in the third quarter. It's Oneida 41, Wartburg 7. We'll be back right after we take this short timeout.
No matter how you look at it, at Penn's Oil 10-minute oil change, you get what you need at the best prices. We have all major brands of oil for changes. There's no waiting and no appointments are necessary. If you change your oil at recommended intervals, we will add oil between changes as needed at no charge. Wednesday is Ladies' Day. Get $2 off all oil change service. Tuesday is Senior Citizens Day. Senior citizens also get $2 off all oil change services. That's Penn's Oil 10-minute oil change, North Alberta Avenue, next to Mrs. Winters.
Hello, this is Scott Superkick Armstrong coming to you all the way live, wanting you to watch each and every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 5 for CWC Championship Wrestling.
And welcome back as we're set to kick it off. And number 7 kicks away, and now we're headed downfield for Oneida, or pardon me, Wartburg, is our number 8, Joe Susak, with the return down to about the 25-yard line.
Well, you know, Wartburg, we don't want to sound critical of the Wartburg Bulldogs. They're playing their hearts out, but they've just been emotionally and physically taken out of this game by the Indians. They were never really in it. Oneida struck on the first 2 plays from scrimmage. It was 14-0, and something like that can really, even if you've got a good team, unless you're used to coming back against teams like that, it really puts you in a bad position. You're having to play catch-up all night, and where you would otherwise be able to run the types of plays you wanted to run, now they're having to play catch-up, throw the ball on just about every other down, and it's just not working for them.
That pass broken up by Pete Shoemaker. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Down 41-7. Of course, remember last year, Oneida's initial year in the new format of 5 divisions in football in high school, and their first game last year in this region was against Wartburg, and Oneida just won that one 30-0, and it was close up till about the 4th quarter. As back to pass once again is Stewart, and it's forced out of the pocket, and now it's turning into a pretty decent little game, and we got a penalty on the play. Finally took down out there by Daniel King and Pete Shoemaker. But as I was saying, last year the game was pretty tight, and now this year it's just completely opposite, as Oneida's really dominated this game from start to finish.
And that looks like it's going to go against Wartburg. It's possibly a holding call.
Or clip.
Well, you figure on a run like that when the quarterback's scrambling around, that's where you're going to get that holding call. Because that offensive lineman, he doesn't want to see his quarterback hurt, and you can't really blame him for holding a guy sometimes. You can get away with it.
And that's going to make it a long 2nd down and about 20 to go now for the Bulldogs.
Hey, I never did see the referee give it a...
I believe they call it a clip.
And back to pass once again is Stewart. He's looking all over the field, throws it up for grabs, and it is picked off.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, both of them's got it on it, and the referee on the other side, now he finally motions it. Is intercepted for the Indians by number 21, Phil Meredith.
And I believe Meredith will get our vote for most valuable player. What do you think?
At the field.
Tough call, because Cully did a couple of good runs and passing of Jason Pike. 2 touchdowns by Josh Thompson.
You know who's going to get my vote? Quarterback club's going to stay. My vote goes to Jason Pike.
As we see a lot of white pants and clean jerseys now in there for the Indians, as Stan called it earlier, a lot of inexperienced players now coming in, going to get some of that valuable experience. And handoff, no, guess not. Pitch back to number 5, Donnie Rosman. And Kevin Wendell in there at quarterback. Loss of about 6 on the play. Marked all the way back here to the 48-yard line.
Kevin Wendell, he's playing quarterback now, as we said. Of course, he hadn't had much. He just started to become quarterback this past fall, and he's getting a little work now, so hopefully they can develop him for maybe next year down the road.
He just came up.
Jason Pike's back in at quarterback now. Looks like they're just rotating the starters in and out every play.
And the ball's one way. We got a dead ball foul. Somebody must have jumped or lined up offside. More likely this will go against Oneida.
That's an interesting stat that we didn't talk about at halftime. Wartburg had no penalties at halftime, and if I'm not mistaken, they don't have any yet, do they?
I think they've got one.
They only have one. Oneida's got like 6 or 7 against them.
Yeah, they had one on that last series.
If there's any drawback to the way Oneida's played tonight, is that the penalties have hurt them somewhat, but they've made up for it every time.
Of course, down the pass, we've always been big on penalties, but that just gives us more total yards to put up, though.
And it is now 2nd down and 20 to go for Oneida. Kevin Wendell back in once again at quarterback, and your backs are Donnie Rosman and Jerry Garrett. And back to throw. Nice zip on that ball to Pete Shoemaker, and he could be gone all the way. I believe Putz is going to catch him, and he does, and drags him down at about the 10-yard line. But nice completion out to Kevin Wendell to Pete Shoemaker.
That's another thing. Wendell, if you saw him, he's left-handed. That's the first quarterback that I can remember that's been left-handed in a while for Oneida. I can't think back to any time as a left-handed quarterback. And he had some zip on it. You know, he hadn't been working long. And Pete Shoemaker, he played tight end last year, and they moved him out to the wide receiver and had a good long game.
And Pete comes out with a little bit of a limp, so he'll sit out this series.
Ball spotted down here at the 11-yard line. They can get a first at about 1.5 feet from the goal line. Sean Flavin is in now at quarterback to carry to Dustin Lay, and he might have got a foot, if anything. Maybe lost about a foot. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 11. 12 yards for the touchdown. Split to the left, handoff straight up the middle to Donnie Rosman. Maybe about 2 yards on the play. Stopped by the entire center of the Wartburg line. And here comes a bunch of new players in for the Indians. 5 of them, to be exact.
Looks like they're sending the old B team in, maybe, or the 2nd string in.
And some valuable experience for these young men.
And if they can score right here, you can bet a lot of excitement for these young guys. Third down and about 9. And there's the pitch as he held on to it for the last second. Out to number 34 for the Indians, being Dustin Lay.
That was a gutsy play by Slavin. They ran the option. He kind of misread the option there on the first play. Of course, you never need to pitch it when somebody's got a hold of you. That's what I've always been told a number of times. But
you're being told that right now.
I'm sure Coach May's going to let him know about that. Never pitch it when somebody's a hold of you.
And it's 4th down, 2. Ball marked at about the 2.5. Just about a foot for the first, but 2.5 for the touchdown as Jerry Garrett goes in, or Jerry, pardon me, Sorry about that, Gary. Jerry Garrett goes in for the score for the Indians. Makes it 47-7 for Oneida.
I think this moved Jerry back there in the backfield, and he just burst right through there. He showed, he looked like he's got a little quicker now. And Pud, as I like to call him, bursted through there and scored a touchdown.
He had a few rushes last week. I think he had like 29, 30 yards last week rushing. They really mixed it up last week. Of course, they were ahead where they had a chance to let some of their younger guys play, and they did very well.
And Billingsley set to kick the extra point. It's up, and this one is good. And 2:50 left to go here in the third quarter. It is Oneida 48, Wartburg 7. We'll be back right after this.
Arkansas Gas Utility District of Scott and Morgan Counties is now doing what has never been feasible before, bringing gas to everyone through propane. Propane, with all the features of natural gas service, including monthly billing, 24-hour emergency service, and $150 interest-free hot water heater loans that you can repay by the month. Call 569-4457 for more information today. That's Citizens Gas Utility District of Scott and Morgan Counties.
And welcome back as Daniel King set to kick it off here for Oneida. 48-7 your score. Right now, probably anybody watching this game is relatives of football players, just avid Oneida fans. And nice high kick here. And taken out there by number 8, Joe Susak, as he's returned about every kick tonight for Wartburg, and gets it up to about the 26, 27-yard line. Well, where the Bulldogs will take over from that point.
I believe that was Jacob Gallagher, I think. I've been kicking off, but I don't believe Daniel was out there. I didn't get to see who it was, but I believe Jacob Gallagher kicked off number 2.
I just seen that single digit, and I just took it for granted. That was Daniel King. And a quick pass right across the middle, and he was tagged. Pass once again to number 4, Mark Goodman.
I'm not sure I believe that Pete Shoemaker. I'm waiting to see if Shoemaker's the one made the stop. Boy, he just kind of sat there and waited on him, made him pay.
Pickup of only about 2 yards on that, makes it second down and 8. Ball marks right on about the 30-yard line. And we got 2 receivers coming out to the right side of the field. And pass out to Nathan Burgess. And that's going to be enough for the first down as he finally catches the pass. Stopped out there by Donnie Rosman. Remember, Burgess is the one that we saw earlier in the first half. Wasn't looking for the ball and bounced off of it. So I guess you'd say he kind of made up for it there.
That was a pass on the rope. That thing was humming when he caught it.
And Wartburg once again doing like they did earlier in the first half, moving the ball through the air. They can't get anything on the ground, so the air is the only thing they've got.
You know, we expected Mark Goodman to start at quarterback, but I guess we see why Jason Surratt has got the starting job at quarterback. He definitely has a good arm on him.
Another nice pass. He really tried to force that one in between a bunch of Oneida defenders. 47 out there for Oneida is Jerry Garrett, and also number 40, Cully Phillips, is in there, and Phil Meredith. I think Cully, no, it's Jake Cloud in there for Oneida. Makes it second down and 10.
It looks like most of the second-team defense is in there.
It looks like they moved Jake Cloud from outside linebacker to inside linebacker now, and looks like they got a fresh defensive line in.
And here they come.
And pass thrown a little bit behind number 87, Brent Griffith.
Looked like Nathan Huff was in there to rush the passer, number 32, to make him rush his toe and overthrow him.
And that'll bring up third down, 10 to go for Wartburg, and you can guarantee this next play will be a pass play as well. Unless it's a draw.
You know, that's a play we haven't seen all night, because Oneida hasn't had to resort to that type of play. They've pretty much done what they wanted to. We haven't seen a draw from Wartburg all night.
And they're back in the wishbone formation. And one receiver downfield. You've got 6 guys guarding the pass for Oneida and one guy from Wartburg out there.
Oneida got lucky there. It looked like number 87, the tight end, Griffin. He come open right there, and Oneida might be watching Goodman too much. And if the quarterback, you know, if he had time to read it, he could have saw that the tight end was wide open out there.
Well, I'm sure the tight end's coming back to the huddle every time. Say, give me the ball, man. I'm open. Give me the ball.
Ball spotted down here at the 43-yard line. It is 4th down and 10. 4th down here for the Bulldogs. I think they've got about 4 or 5 first downs on the night.
We got a slot man, 2 wide receivers, plus the tight end.
And he's forced out of the pocket and gets nailed over on the sideline. No first down, only pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. Forced out over for Oneida with the big hit was, I believe, number 33. There's no 33 for Oneida. It'd be 32. Nathan Huff.
I don't know. I couldn't see who penetrated the line.
I believe it was Jake Lau.
Was it Jake? Man, he came through there, and if it hadn't been for the running back, quarterback would have been on his back.
But there's still a big collision there with the running back anyway. The running back picked him up just right.
So Oneida takes over on downs. It's 1st down, 10 to go. Ball spotted at the Wartburg 47-yard line.
Looks like they got Sean Slavin at quarterback and Jake Lau at tailback, and I can't see the number of the fullback.
No.
Fumble on the play, and Wartburg has recovered, as I think that is the first turnover of the night for the Indians. Recovered out there by Todd Conley for the Bulldogs, as Wartburg takes over now at the 42-yard line, about where their original line of scrimmage was last time, before the quarterback scrambled out of the pocket. So they're just going to take over where they had it.
And that's Oneida's first turnover.
As this will be the last play here of the 3rd quarter. Only about 20 seconds left to go, unless it's an incomplete pass. And they are back to throw as he falls down, and that will kill the clock here as it will continue to run. As he comes up limping, and he may be injured. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter play. After 3 quarters, 1 more to go. It is Oneida 48, Wartburg 7. We'll be back to Dr. M.E. Thompson Field for the closing minutes of this ball game right after this.